In 2017, I hit kind of this all-time low or this darkness to where I didn't want to live anymore. My name is Alex. I'm a wife and a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend. I currently live in Colorado. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I was raised, for the most part, by a single mom who has been incredible as far as showing, perseverance and pressing through. And my grandparents were a very big part of my upbringing as well when it comes to just really being kind of a driving, consistent force in my life, and kind of showed me what healthy relationships looked like. I graduated from high school out here, went to college out here, and met the love of my life and got married back in 2009. And then I had my daughter in 2012. I think through my past and my upbringing and seeing different relationships around me, I definitely learned what I didn't want and what I wanted for my own family. I don't know, to raise my family in a very loving home, and I wanted to give my children, I just don't want them to say, I need to do what she says or follow in her steps because she's my parent. 2017 was hell for me. I mean, the best way that I can explain it is that it was just dark, it was just dark. I would literally be driving down the street thinking about how strategically, get in a car accident to end my life. While I felt like I was breaking apart, constantly, just breaking and just, this going on this spiral down, nobody really ever knew. I hate to have to say this, but I believe my husband experienced quite a bit of collateral damage. And the thing is, he may not see it that way, but I do. I kind of left him in the dark for quite a while. It wasn't until I had asked for help that I could include him in on hey, something's not okay. My daughter, what am I gonna tell her? What are you gonna explain to a 5-year-old? It was just more so me. And I know a lot of people think suicide is selfish, but to me it wasn't about, I didn't see it as selfish. I saw it more as, selfless. I didn't want people that were around me that I loved to be collateral damage in my own darkness. I mean, I remember one night, and I think I hit this all-time low of just, I went to this shopping center that's not too far from here, just to sit and just kind of hopefully try to clear my head. And I got in my car and I sat down on the curb outside of one of these stores, and I just sat there because I wasn't sure what was next. I got to the point where I just laid down flat on my back on the concrete. Then I went to the light rail station, and I was just gonna literally just fall in front of a train and let that be the end. It was quick. There wasn't gonna be this long, drawn out, time for me to rethink it. The thought of that pain, literally, just like I said, it had nothing on the pain that I had already been feeling and the loneliness that I felt. Alex, you, for God's sakes, you have pastors in your family, and like you guys are in the church, like how did you get to this? Like how are you not strong enough? How are you not equipped? How are you not able to like get past this? I was ashamed initially of telling the story because I didn't want it to ever reflect, you know, this negative, I don't know, this negative perspective on like my church family. And I just remember like calling out like God, like there has to be more than this. There has to be more. Like I found myself getting so angry with God. I just kind of pointed the finger and like blamed him. I'm like, God, what do you want from me? Like everything that you've asked me to do, I said yes. You know, everything I've been directed to do, I've done. I had sacrificed so much, and I just couldn't comprehend like what else God wanted from me. I think when I thought of my family, it would more so be, okay, who would find me? And like, where would I do this? And who would find me? And so I drove to the church because I wanted to do it there. I was like, okay, now someone will find me. But my brother was there, and I was like, God, that's so crazy. God, like, why is he here? But I know in that moment, at that night, it was like he was there to save my life. All I could hear in my head was all he wanted was a yes. Like, Alex, all I wanted was a yes. That you would do what I ask of you. What, like, you would share your story. And I never had the courage to share my testimony or to share my story. And I think that's what, perhaps now even looking at it, is maybe that's what he wanted me to do. Say yes to showing people like that he can use an imperfect person to spread his perfect love.
What words of encouragement can you give?
To use the darkness as an opportunity to grow and honestly be grateful. And it's hard to be grateful in that moment, but to be grateful for the darkness and be grateful for those times of feeling like lonely, because a lot of times it's not, you know, it's not that you're alone in that darkness. It's that God has placed you there so he can work on you, so that he can talk to you. It's when it was in the darkness that sometimes you'll find your most intense worship. That the darkness saved my life. That in the darkness is when I was able to experience his love, cast out fear, and his love just became so incredibly clear to me. People that I wanted this to reach is sometimes those people that they may know of his goodness, but don't necessarily, we need that reminder. People that just don't know. And that's what it's all about for me, is being able to use the story to glorify. God became my only option and made me realize that I was just really, you know, meant to carry more than what I understood. His love taught me to respond to anger, or it taught me to respond to, you know, triggers. And his love is and was enough to get me out of the darkness.